Hello everybody, welcome back for more Horizon Forbidden West. Last stream, we pretty much did one of the final side quests for the Daunt and realized that the Eclipse are still around from the first game. So, we know that the Eclipse are out in the Forbidden West. There's the Tenakth out in the Forbidden West. And Sylens, what is the probably going to tell us what is causing those storms, and the blight, all out west. So we got to go out west. So that means we have to do the embassy, and that's what this stream is going to focus on. I'm going to do the embassy quest, and once we are out in the Forbidden West, I'm going to end the stream there, and the next stream is, aside from one tall neck and the side quest where we finally run Ulvin's ass out of chain scrape and like 1 or 2 bandit camps, all new for me. So this is the last part of this Let's Play really that I have full knowledge of, or at least mostly remembrance of. But I've gabbed on and on long enough. Let's get this embassy underway.
Looks like he's had a few.
Yes, I know. We talked to him about having a few last stream. I don't think I can talk to him about all that again, can I?
Uh-oh.
He's had quite a few.
You forget something?
Yeah, I just wanted to look at your incredibly current gen rendered face one last time. But I have to go now.
I should head out.
Yeah, I know.
What in the notebook is still O? That's just gonna bug me. Look here. Anything else? Anything else? No. Yes? What? God damn it. There. Bloody check marks in my OCD. Ugh. Right. Embassy. Ho!
Lighten up, Paiv. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tenakth up there.
Yes, sir.
Why the...
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, his second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tenakth marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Carja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tenakth have left.
He seems really happy about that, the guard on the left there. So tell me a little bit about this embassy, Luan.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Carja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tenakth return personal effects taken from Carja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tenakth are handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
And what about these Tanakh marshals?
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our sun priest until they concede. Paeve over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
It's okay, I'm sure he will die soon. Spoilers.
Where is this Commander Nozar then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, I have a special way about me. Aloy really is
This
good
way.
at making people do
There's
what
a
she
lot of
wants.
activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvin was thrilled. Stand
That
aside,
lens
soldier.
flare.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
Why the Sun King believes we can have peace with... How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Yeah, well, I think I'm just gonna go now.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Hey!
Varl.
And he shaved, sadly. He looked so much better with the beard. When this releases on PC, there'll probably be a mod to let him keep his beard.
Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the savior! I don't care if it's the devil between herself. The gate remains sealed until that horn blows!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
I know the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to
Open
stand in her way.
the
It's not gonna work.
gates.
Oh, that's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded.
Yep.
Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you?
Aaron. I will drink to your drunkenness.
it through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl,
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time. So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
Just no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well.
One of the...
Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do.
It almost
see
looks
how it
like a
goes.
Reaper from Mass Effect, but I know it's one of those, like, it's one of the fucking, like, world destroyers from the first game that we kept on, like, crawling into with all the tentacles. First shot of the Forbidden West. Actually in it. That is. People should know by now. You don't only come to see the game, to see a Let's Play with me. You also come to see some Pokemon Snap. I try to be quick. That sun is really well rendered in that skybox.
Oh, mother. Look at them. Okay. Let's do this.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Carja.
I'm not Carja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Carja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Carja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold!
Very friendly sort.
She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Carja.
When the
She's a Nora from the Savage East.
when the subtitles
And
give
if she
away
seeks to save
the
lives,
secret.
should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav, once of the Carja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you, knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Carja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see. Tensions are high.
It was a good shot.
This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help. but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tenakth and the Carja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tenakth don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Hekarro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
How did you come to be among the Tenakth?
It's quite a story, but not a quick one. Though I suppose neither of us is going anywhere before the embassy begins. Are you sure you want to hear it?
Yeah, actually. Why not?
I guess we have time.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed, of course. They committed unspeakable atrocities, stirring the Tenakth into action. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar Sands, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate, and was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hekarro. I thought I was dead for sure, so I resorted to desperate measures.
So when you met the Tenakth chief, you did something desperate.
I'd kept my ears open as the Tenakth dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by combat that they revere. So, when they flung me at Hekarro's feet, I demanded this right, called the Kulrut, thinking that by winning I could request a boon, my life or even my freedom. The other Tenakth howled, but Hekarro stared them down, and then his gaze fell upon me. Evidently, he appreciated my ingenuity. He allowed me to participate in the Kulrut. Little did I know what I was in for.
You said the Kulrut is a Tenakth trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
Oh, I've done that
I know
before.
more about that than you might think.
Do you? Well, then you have my respect. Like you, I lived through it to claim my prize. I had hopes for freedom, but well, that wasn't on offer. Only service to the chief.
You wound up serving the Tenakth chief.
The winners of the Kulrut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What does it mean?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hekarro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tenakth still spat on the ground when I walked by. But they did, until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have
Tenakth
noticed,
way.
violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Carja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
So then, are you still Carja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth. Especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. Three clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hekarro and the Marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Carja.
The Carja talk about Hekarro as if he's a monster.
The Carja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, as I was, you would find that he only wants the best for his people. I hope you do speak to him. I'm sure you'd interest him. So, that's my story. You're the first Easterner to hear it, but not the last. The Carja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tenakth is a lot different than how they do.
See, that's the unfortunate part about knowing what's about to happen. That and the fact that I really actually like Fashav as a character. He's very three-dimensional for what time he gets. Spoilers.
I've never seen markings like those on a Carja before.
The Carja see ink as decoration. For the Tenakth, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs. And I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this.
And lines like that is why I really like Fashav.
A task so important, and it's just the two of you.
He's tagging along. It's supposed to be one of us.
To be a diplomat, allies are essential. Chief Hekarro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner.
There we are.
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all three clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Carja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No, the other marshals will not.
She is on the wrong side of the line.
Wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
The Carja have opened the gates.
Missed. See, it's like Pokemon Snap. That was a good one, though.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Oh.
Hear me, marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Hikaru's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Carja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaru has betrayed us. The embassy is proof. And all of you marshals are his accomplices. For this, I condemn you to death.
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us. Exile.
How about a raptor? Roboraptors. With feathers, I might add. They actually put mechanical feathers on the dinosaur.
Form up!
Also a good one.
They're riding machines.
Where'd they learn to do that?
Sylens.
Vashav, come with us now, or not at all.
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
Yep. Sky Clan is like, we're getting the fuck out of here. Oh wait, no, they were.
They're flanked to the Carja! Run them down!
She's pretty good at this.
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates!
Goodbye, Wadis. You will not be missed.
Stand your ground!
Fire on will! I don't have a shot!
Oh, and there goes Nozar. And sadly, because I really wish he would survive.
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now.
Hey! Calm down and fight fair!
Lancers! Take the center!
Get ready!
Let's do this.
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
Whoa! Good call for now.
they come!
We're spotted.
Nope. Okay.
The rider's still standing.
Ah!
Cut them all down!
There we are. Whoa! Ah, I forgot to heal.
Aloy!
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge! Here they come! They're on board.
Oh.
Hit her again!
Are you all right?
There we go. Got one.
Cut them all down!
Hit that rider!
Okay. That worked out a bit better. The marshals are going down. Sky Marshal's pretty badass, though. Oh.
They got one of the marshals! Show some damn fight! Alarm! I'll flush her out!
Getting somewhere.
All right.
Enough! You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Oh, will you?
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
I want that.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it.
Show me a real challenge.
Just what I need. I can break through a shield if I damage it enough. Give it up!
Your time is over.
Oh, wow.
There! Now's my chance! You're not stopping me! My shield's regenerated. Shield's gone. He's vulnerable. I've got to break that shield. There, he's exposed.
He was not that hard to fight. That was humiliating for him, though.
Come down here and face me!
No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the marshals! Slaughtered the Carja! So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
Guess we got a fourth tribe of Tenakth now. Hey, the Sky Marshal survived. Lost an arm, but he survived.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Ahoy, Mr. Drew.
I'll take you back to the fort.
Kind of signifies the Fashav is 100% dead, which really is unfortunate.
I got you.
Yay, the day-night cycle has been unlocked.
It's salvage time, boys.
I love the fact that I beat him naked.
Don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The marshals weren't expecting Regalla to attack.
And the entire Carja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voidis, Vashav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regalla ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
Must have.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Carja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out.
It's a savior's duty.
Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utaru border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
I have a feeling I will grow to love the salvagers as well, Mr. Drew. But yes, Luan, you have some stuff to tell me.
You said the Tenakth lands are far to the west. What can I expect to find between here and there?
Well, as I mentioned, you've got a stretch of wilderness known as No Man's Land, and then new Utaru farmlands. Past that are the Tenakth. Their territory is split into 3 clans: Desert, Lowland, and Sky.
Right. I saw their banners at the embassy.
The Desert clan is closest. Ooh, vicious lot. Where everyone else sees an inhospitable wasteland, they see a challenge to dominate. Somewhere beyond the desert is the tribe's capital and the territories of the other 2 clans.
You don't sound certain.
I've only heard the stories. During the Red Raids, the Carja army tried to push into Tenakth territory, but the United Clans rose up against them, forced them all the way back to the Daunt.
So no one except the Tenakth really know what's beyond the desert.
Maybe the scholars do, back in Meridian. All those scrolls have to be filled with something, right?
Maybe. So I guess the Utaru are different than the Tenakth. I was thinking maybe that was one of the 3 tribes when he said Utaru farmland, but I guess not.
You mentioned the Utaru tribe. Their lands are between here and the Tenakth further west?
That's right. Plainsong is their home. They're a peaceful bunch, at least compared to the Tenakth. More taken to farming than fighting.
It's hard to imagine a bunch of farmers surviving in the Forbidden West.
Make no mistake, they have a fierceness all their own. When the Carja were pushed back during the Red Raids, their warriors chased ours through the burning fields of Plainsong. The Sun King has made several overtures of peace to them as well, but so far, they've declined.
If they're so peaceful, why decline?
Don't know.
Want to be left alone? That's
I heard
what I
they
would
have their
guess.
own troubles to deal with. Something about a food shortage. You'd think that'd make them open to trade, but no. They just want to be left alone.
Yeah, well, there you go.
You said there were others who went out when the gates were open before. Like who?
Well, in addition to the salvagers that just went through, there were a couple of other parties of Oseram Delvers. Even saw 2 Carja scholars trekking southwest with an awesome crew.
Oh no.
Not sure if they're exceptionally brave or just foolhardy.
Probably both. I have a feeling we'll be running into those 2 Carja scholars.
This area is no man's land.
That it is. The Tanakh used to attack anyone past Barren Light on sight, but after Avad overthrew the Mad Sun King, he reached out to the other tribes to offer reconciliation. The Tanakh agreed to a neutral border zone as part of the peace talks. Carja and Oseram have been striking out into the area ever since.
But now, it seems like Regalla and her rebel army have moved in.
Well, I'd never call no man's land safe, even in the best of times. The ancient ruins of the southwest are a testament to that. Remnants of some forgotten war.
Well, thank you for telling me about the west.
Fashav called Regalla a rival. Someone that Tanakh chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise.
Very.
Until you got in her way, that is.
Like, that was very well planned.
And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tanakh. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Carja and Tanakh.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As a cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
Very, I like the way he kind of put a bit of, well, even the animators put a little bit of extra emotion in the facial features for that line.
It's too bad about Nazar and Wadis.
Well,
At least
more
Nazar
Nazar, not Wadis.
As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
For Nazar.
Do you think the Carja will take action against Regalla? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tanakh.
An expedition of the Carja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
So, I'm sure we will see how that develops as we progress this story.
I'd need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return.
I'll be in and out, at least for the first little bit. I still have to kick Ulvin out of Chain Scrape.
Friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Oh, that's nice that you can do it that way. Okay. Well, there we go. Shield Wing is an enemy-based glider repurposed from machine technology. Hold square in the air to deploy and glide. Tap circle to stop gliding.
So,
Just gotta give
this is
it one
Forbidden
quick
West.
test.
A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Sylens and Hades. And just maybe, a backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The blight, the storms, Regalla's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would.
It's what we do. as well as
The woman who led the
scrounge.
ambush, Regala. A lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Sylens. But what's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels?
Anything else? Yes. Cool.
I'll keep some extra on hand. It worked! Wow, okay. Guess I can leap off just about any cliff now.
Yep, looks like. There's my bonfire. This must have been one of the Tenakth camps. And this is a good place to call things for now, because I have some stuff to do. I'm going out to see a friend, help him with some Hollow Knight, maybe play some TMNT, Shredder's Revenge, who knows, that could be a lot of fun. But yeah, when we come back, Salt and Sacrifice and other games still going to be on a bit of a hiatus as we explore the Forbidden West, or at least No Man's Land, and start with this wide open ass area. There's a tall neck we have to find, who I believe is out over there, probably already on the map. Yep, right there. The Cinnabar Sands tall neck. We have the Shadows in the West quest is there. Main story quest is there. There's the Contractor. Bristlebacks continues over there. Unknown Rebel Camp. So, a bunch of things we can explore right off the bat when we come back. So be sure to tune in for that. Thank you to the people who tuned in and out to catch some of this live. Thank you to Mr. Drew, as always, for joining in and shouting out in the chat. And until next time, y'alls, have a great day. Be excellent to each other. And I'll see y'all next time. Oh, you can even see the tall neck moving around the back. Awesome. Take care, guys.